Holiday, everybody. Happy holidays and welcome to KUM News Extra. I'm Jason Salas. I have got the man on the KUM couch, Sergeant Paul Tapao with GPD. And Sarge, I want to shed light on something because you allowed us to actually tag along and check out this wonderful event that you did. Adriana Cotero filed the report. GPD actually went up to FB Leon Guerrero School and had friendly competition. You guys went head-to-head with some 8th graders in basketball. That story got a ton of views. People were like, that was amazing. And that's actually a program you guys have ongoing.
It is. It's part of the Guam Police Department's youth initiatives and what we do at the community affairs. And it was really, the partnership that we have with the Department of Education and with the respective schools. It's our lunch with the kids. We had a lunch event at the Antelope Middle School, Ocean View Middle School, and FB wanted to do something different. So, what better way than to build that role model mentorship aspect than really engaging them in the court. And it was fun. And the officers that came out were detectives from the juvenile investigation. We had Morgan Regis from the Highway Patrol Division. And we had
herself is a phenomenal athlete.
Absolutely.
Remember Morgan when she was in high school?
Yeah,
dominated
she is.
Everything.
Yeah, she was, and she still is, and she still continues to bring that to the court. And we also had guys from our Special Operations Division, but overall, everybody was a winner in that part, and it was great because we met the kids. We've engaged with the kids, and of course, prior to the match, we actually had lunch with them. So, it was good. It was good because it was they were teetering towards the closing of the onto their Christmas break. So we spent some good quality time with the kids, and I had some good remarks from abroad where people saw that and they're like, that's great, So it really is that community-based partnership in which the Guam Police Department works for and seeks, and the Guam Department of Education has been great partners and great stewards with our endeavors.
And you've told us this because you yourself, I mean, you're not exactly like a newbie athlete yourself. I remember you in high school. You were a beast in offensive and defensive line, right? So you've always used yourself, and you've said this, you want to use sports as a vehicle to connect with young people. And doing this and actually meeting kids essentially on their turf, in their home, away from home, at school, you develop that empathy with them, right? How do you feel that doing that, in that venue and, in a place where they're comfortable, was your message able to be communicated better, and was it well received by them?
It was great. The atmosphere in itself, the lead up to that event was great, and the anticipation of the kids, and when they saw us on the court, they're like, Sergeant Tapao, you look very different on a uniform and stuff. It was like, hey man, you bring out the beast, you gotta pay the price and everything. But
Marshawn Lynch isn't the only one who goes beast mode, you guys.
It was great, and speaking with sports and how we use it, it's gratifying to see that the kids take the substance back in what we're teaching. We the beginning of December we had our fadeaway from violence kickball tournament, and the partnership with the GFA, the Guam Football Association, I think this is a great marriage because the kids that we had 21 schools, 21 elementary schools out of 26 elementary schools participate, over 400 athletes at the GFA. And, the kids, when they walked into the pitch, it was like they've never felt that turf. They've never seen level playing field. And we provided that atmosphere, but the engagement that they had with the officers, because every game or every match that was played in the kickball tournament, we had an officer that was actually umpiring the event. And, it was really something to see kids from the opposing team encouraging them to play harder. And this is the substance where we try to teach the kids and bettering them. And, again, the fade away from violence, this is the brainchild from the Guam Police Department's Women Advisory Network. And we took a step further, and we continued the momentum in which they started. So, working with the kids and using sports as that vehicle, I think we found our go-to ticket item when we do our community events for our youth.
Now, I've covered some of the other programs that you have. I consider myself very fortunate. We've seen a police recruit class in training. Yes. We've seen the youth cadet program that you have, like at the various schools. And I know that one thing when you step in and you're part of the cadre, right, is whether you're talking to, a third grader, a middle schooler, a high schooler, college-age kid, you enforce two things. You always say, one is teamwork, two is attention to detail. Those are the foundations of what we do as a paramilitary operation in GPD, right?
Yes.
How do you actually get kids to really buy into that? To say, and they can say, hey, I'm just a student, like I live in League One Terrace across the street and everything like that. Why do I have to worry about attention to detail and teamwork at my age?
We bring it to their level, and I want to bring this conversation to the kickball tournament. When we do when we did our tournament, we actually had school volunteers or student volunteers from Ukudu High School and Tizen High. So the respective ROTC programs from the Tizen High Air Force Academy and of course the Ukudu High, the junior Marine
Marines,
cadets.
yep.
Yeah, and the kids, the grade school kids, they were looking up and they're like, these are high school students. These guys are wearing uniforms out there. They're dressed in their battle uniforms, and they're actually engaging the kids. So they see it, and it really brings the level down to them where it's right after middle school, I get to go into high school and I can be a part of that. And that's the substance in which we want to bring, is that peer mentorship from the cadets as they brought it there. So the success of everything that we do is really engaging in where we can actually have more bang for the buck, so to say, and how do we reach the audience. And the partnership that we've established with GDOE, the media partners such as you guys, KOM and the Post, GFA, and everybody who helped us along the way with our initiatives. It really, you can see it, you can see the success, and I guess the way we measure the level of success is the smile on each and every child that was a part of the event.
And final point, because we got to go to commercial break, but tell me what it is from your vantage point as a longtime officer of the law, right? You've seen some kids that you went and visited their school when they were like in 2nd, 3rd grade. You've seen them grow up, and like now that they're productive members of society, as graduating seniors in high school and everything like that. These aren't kids who you guys have to like chase around or be on, look out on the streets because they're bad news and everything. You guys are actually making a difference in their life.
It's.
What does that mean to you?
It's rewarding. It really is. When you hear stories of where students who are a part of our event come back and tell us that they're off to a great start in school, they're going to accomplish this, they know how to set their goals, and we saved their life. I mean, when I shared the success stories with our team, it's like, this is what we do. Mother Teresa said, we cannot feed 100 people, but we can feed one person. Same thing, we can't save everybody, but we can affect one person's life. We know we did our job. And that's the whole purpose of our community affairs and all our youth initiative and all the initiatives that we do. If we can make a difference in one person's life, we know we did our job.
All right. Well, you're a good man, Sarge. We appreciate
the
the friendship. We appreciate the dedication to Guam. We appreciate the Mother Teresa quote too. That was good. That was really good.
Thank you so much. I got that from my daughter, believe it or not.
Very good.
Yeah, she's a member of the Academy of Our Lady Walking Nuns, and big ups to them for giving back to the community.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. God bless.
All right. We'll see you after this.